When people ask me about the chemical composition of dairy, why is dairy and milk and cheese and yogurt so bad? Basically, from a biochemical point of view, dairy is liquid flesh. It's basically it's sort of like emulsifying, putting beef in a blender and suspending it in a liquid. That's very similar chemical composition, except the added grossness is that because dairy is a liquid and the way it's harvested, no matter how clean your barn systems are, and I grew up next door to dairy farms, these suction systems to collect the milk from cows inevitably suck in many type of bacteria, including coliforms like E. coli, and many other bacteria that goes into a large container of milk, and all these batches are put together, which basically is an excellent growth medium for bacteria. So much so that it's understood in the industry that when the Department of Health approves a tank of milk, they approve it with a minimum amount of white blood cells allowed in the milk, because every single batch of milk is inherently contaminated by the very nature in which it's harvested. So there's a certain minimum number of pus cells that are allowed to be in milk and to be sold safely. And that's what happens is the bacteria has already basically primed the milk growth media. And that's the reason why if you leave milk out for too many days, it's not so nice to drink and it contaminates, because it's already been inoculated by the bacteria. Now what you have is a race against time to try and consume it before the bacteria counts get too excessively. In addition to the bacteria, as if that's not disgusting enough, then you got the viral load, such as bovine leukemia viruses that contaminate most stocks of Holstein dairy cows in North America. And these and other viruses are strongly associated with adult diseases such as lymphoma in adults. So like I say about dairy, it's the gift that keeps on giving, and not good gifts, be it the saturated fat, the cancer-causing protein, and if that doesn't get you, then the bacteria and viral loads are very, very high. An excellent video that we often recommend patients to watch is on Dr. McDougall's website, called Marketing Milk and Disease. And if you're on two minds about whether or not you should increase your consumption of ice cream or cheese, you should watch that lecture, and I think your mind will probably change. And if you don't give up dairy after watching it, you'll certainly reduce your consumption of it and realize that dairy, if you're going to do nothing else for your diet, yes, I would like you to go as much plant-based as you can, but if you're going to do one single step for your diet, just like quitting smoking would be extremely important, one single step, another single step would be to discontinue all dairy products from your diet. That alone would probably improve most people's health by about 30%.